One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. The Noles will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Nebraska's offense will go to work first. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays. And then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. The margin for error is so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
Really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast. Win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own colored jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference play. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
So Florida State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Going with the ground game left. He has the first and still on his feet. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with Warrick Dunn, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8, he'll try the left side. Hits it with a stiff arm. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Oh, they're after him. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Throwing right. Got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Florida State! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Got it in the middle, it's Nelson. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Dropping back, it's Byrne. The sure hands, it's Nelson. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Look at the big fella doing work in the secondary, the big tight end, catching the ball, and he's just shooing these little DBs away. Get off me.
To the ground with the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that...
Breaks into the open. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Cornhuskers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Between the uprights, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Berry. Going for the big play. Brings it in down the left side. Finds a seam. He's at the touchdown signal. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. A quick pass to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, when you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Here's the pressure. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Huskers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. The play action fake. Pocket breaking down. Hit as he throws. Makes a connection. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Sperry. Finds his big tight end. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. After the break, they'll go back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Zings it complete to the right. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Seminoles have taken it inside the 20. On the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the court.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, no! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip in the secondary, make that big play.
Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. There he goes. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing it. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
To the air, it's Burns. Working that left side. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Plows through the defense. Rumbles all the way down to the 6-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and he gives him a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Husker! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half when you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They'll try the run. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the right. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what, analytically, that makes sense.
Got a man, it's McCoy. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Florida State. He is dialed in. David, remember when we called Jameis Winston's debut? 27 passes, not one hit the ground. The 2 incompletions were caught out of bounds. This guy's locked in like that.
Locked in, dialed in. And when you're compared to Jameis Winston, and by the way, I mean, he was in fuego that night. It was awesome to be there. Those are the kind of guys that catapult you to the next level and bring Florida State back.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerated. Oh, he's got some space. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
Got it in the middle, it's Mills. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Here comes the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Lots of room. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They want to run it left here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Throws to the tight end. On target to the left. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has...
Turning it off! A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Now, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already. Heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get...
Fires into traffic, picked off. Looking for more room. Inside the touchdown, Nebraska. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Going to the ground. Finding an escape route. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. And the Noles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The run to the right. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just...
Going for the big play. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Seminoles. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. What a cannon this dude has for an arm.
And there's nothing more frustrating than you watch a Hail Mary and they don't get into the end zone or they throw it out of the back of the end zone. Great job by the quarterback. You got to put that thing way up in the air, and he does, and his receiver comes down with it. What a play.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the 2nd half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the 1st half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to throw, it's Burns. Got it behind the line, it's Ives. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Huskers will call on their punt team. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on first down. Bring in the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. The Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. The Cornhuskers will boot it away to start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Going to the run to start this second half. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Kick is in the air. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Huskers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Byrne. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. They'll leave it with him. Shakes off the defender.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Wide open downfield. He's at the touchdown, Husker. And here they come almost all the way back.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that side.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. I mean, he's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force-feed him in that situation when he's got two guys on him.
And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Seminoles decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Byrne. Looking to the big tight end. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Blasted as he lets it go. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. Past the 30. Past the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Noles!
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback side, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
32. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return will be brought down. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Off play action. Takes a hit as he fires.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Dropping back, it's Byrne. Got his man downfield. Breaks into the open. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The Huskers have this offense rolling. And that ball's free behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And he made the read off the RPO, and he decided to take off, run the football, but, man, you got to take care of that thing. Fumbles the football, the defense gets the ball back.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. They believe they can run right here.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll try it over the left side. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. He's got the back in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
He'll toss it. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man. It's Sperry. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gibson. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Gets it to him on the screen. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the third quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Florida State! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next. He's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their cover.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This has been a rough night for this offensive. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Finds his man down the middle. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. The Cornhuskers with the 1st and 10. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got his man quickly. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. That toss to the fullback fooled no one, at least no one who was on defense.
And those are the plays, Reese, that you need to fool somebody. That's not a guy you give the football to very often. This is a little trickeration, a little by design. You know, give him the football, hopefully no.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes the catch. It's Bell. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the first down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's 4th down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
He tries to take the top off. He's got it inside the 15. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
And how about the bomb, the long field all the way across the field? Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
And he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive there.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And that's exactly what I would do, too. Why would I not keep throwing that dude the football? I know it was incompletion, but he has had a day. He's been cooking this secondary, and they've tried to find ways to get him the ball because he has been so dynamic today.
Throws for the tight end. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Back to pass, it's Berry. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you can tell just a little bit off. The defense got him there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to throw it. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Touchdown, Nebraska! The defense with the huge momentum swing, taking it all the way in.
Oh, they could not have come up with a bigger play at a more opportune time. The defense getting the interception and taking it back to the house right at a point in the game when it looked like the offense was maybe going to pad their lead and seal this one. All of a sudden, this game has gotten really interesting.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The give to Davis. Got the first down and more. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. The give as they work on that clock. There he goes. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. The Noles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Power football with the run. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football. The football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
And the Seminoles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running behind that left side. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot. Late in the game, they need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. He breaks a tackle. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
Unloads quickly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball.
Touchdown, Seminoles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And he's going to bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They're starting to feel a little desperation here, David. They just can't press yet.
It's go time. We got to put some drives.
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long. Here we are late in an obvious passing situation, trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He rifles one deep to the left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On 4th down, going to the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. The pitch. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And I feel sorry for this defense. Like, they're having to defend the entire field. QB's already shown he can beat you with his arm. Now, with his legs and his decision-making, getting the ball to the pitch man, he's shown a variety. In this defense, they're having to defend the whole entire field.
They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Big guy smells it. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Noles! They extend this lead, and it looks in a row.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Barry. Under fire. They get to him as he throws.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Running back searching for a hole. And a short run there, and that'll end it.